Hello everyone and welcome to another Gran Turismo 7 video. We're playing the daily race, what is it, C? On Watkins Glen. We're in the BMW Sprint model. And this is a fun one. We're starting P2, so great qualifying lap. And this is honestly this is probably the best race I've had. One of the most fun races I've had. This is a B driver rating. We've continued to move up. We're like a quarter of the way into B, so we're moving up. And here we are, starting P2 behind the American. So, 3, 2, 1, and there's the green flag, or the... No, yeah, it's, what? I don't know what they started with. I wasn't paying attention. Hard onto the brakes. Ooh, and the BMW takes a wide line. Very wide line, and we're just gonna go wheel to wheel into the first sweeping corner. Just nice and quick, and we're able to stick the pass on the first corner, and we're up into first, and the time increasing. And now, corner one, or the first chicane, not a fun one to deal with on lap one. So we're hard under the brakes. We go defensive a little bit, go nice and slow, on the gas, little onto the grass, but it's okay. We stick first place as we're gone, as the other guys just sent off the curb, bouncing through cars, and we're up into first with a minute, or a second and a half of a lead. We're also on the mediums, which is perfect for us. We're just gonna kind of chill out a little bit, not gonna race too hard. And this is kind of just how this race looks for a while. There goes that guy. Looks like he left the race, I think. And now we're just sitting pretty with a 1.3 second lead on first, and now we're actually struggling to settle in a little bit, not driving nearly as fast as I should be, just kind of making little mistakes. My legs are shaking, nerves running high as leading after lap one. So it was first race on, and we were in first. This was not good situation. So now the lead's still about 1.2 seconds. We're still cruising about the same speed as the guy behind, and this is just kind of how it looks for a while. We're just cruising. Nothing special. The fun doesn't happen yet. So, here we go. Here we are now, though, on lap 5, getting ready for our first pit stop. The gap's still about a second. So there's a purple sector 1. That is actually my best sector on this track, which makes sense because it's a single corner. But I get a lot of purple sectors there, and then am 2 seconds down. So, you know, it happens. But we're going through the left into the, what is that? That's the chute, and now into the bus stop. We're now 1.2 seconds ahead, lap 5. Still looking good on the mediums, a little slow, but I think it is time to switch to softs. And this is where the race is going to change. Now you notice fastest lap is set by Ricky. He's sitting in third, right on Dinder Muffin's tail, which is actually what keeps them away from me, their battle. So things are going to start to change when that battle is over. But for now, we're chilling. Nice and easy. Still a second lead. So yeah, it's actually lowered quite a bit out of that corner. I've been driving really slow, still like shaky, haven't settled in yet. Into the pits we go, down into second. We actually fly. We're getting pretty good at these pit entries. Alright, let's go on to the soft, switch the tires. So actually, Ricky's also on the mediums, Dinner Muffin's on the softs. How he didn't catch us is surprising, to be honest. So he wasn't really faster than us, he was just, I don't know, his sauce must have been dying at that point. One guy stays out, actually. And I don't think that's the strat. I think when everyone else goes in, I mean, unless you're on mediums, if you're on softs, don't stay out. If you're on mediums, maybe you can get a lap faster. But actually, we come out right behind a guy, and this actually works out perfect for us, because this gives us slipstream. We're sitting right on his tail. Closing in, pull, just right on the tail of this guy. And well, this is where we get a lot of our overtakes today, actually. Right through the chicane, hard on the brakes, lap 1 on the softs, don't bin it. Actually, you can see how slow we go through it. We kind of just We take it so carefully, especially on lap 1 of cold tires. It's just not worth trying to floor it. It's almost not worth trying to go for an overtake, but that guy was rather slow. And as you can see, we've already put a second between us, so I knew it was much faster. And actually, I think he got a penalty there as well. But now it's Ricky behind, Dunder Muffin 5th, and, well, the gap is 1.4 seconds. So now it's the chance of how long can we hold him off. And actually, he still hasn't gotten around Caesar yet. Oh, there he goes. Now he's around Caesar. He's going to stick that move. I was hoping Caesar would do a little bit more to defend him. Maybe if he did, we'd not have any problems this race, but it turned into one of the greatest races towards the end of this. So now we're on lap 6, coming on to lap 7. Whattabun still not pitting by the looks of it. Oh, yep, there he goes. He's on the mediums. And we are going to come out in front of him as we round the final corner with now just less than a second gap. We're not going to defend. It's not close enough. You don't really overtake in the first corner. It's a little bit too fast to overtake. You're not really going to send one down the inside unless you're already side by side. So I wasn't really worried about defending. Wasn't too worried about breaking slipstream. He wasn't close enough. But we do get a better run than he does. So now the gap 1.1 seconds. No reason to go defensive. We're just flying down this other straight. Into the chicane we go. Hard onto the brakes. Into 4th. Floor it as early as possible. And we're out. But he takes it. He's a little bit slower into it, but a lot faster out than I was. So that gap is now down to 1.2 seconds. Hard onto the brakes for the sweeping left. Into a sweeping right here in a minute. Now this bus stop is probably my worst corner. It's not, I don't like it. I'm very bad at it. I turn in too early, I think, and then I end up almost in the grass and having to lift. So he's going to gain a lot through there as he just gained 4/10. Again, no reason to go defensive. He's not quite close enough for slipstream, but he's getting closer with 3.5 laps to go, or I guess 3.25 laps to go. The gap is closing rather quickly, and we just take it super wide. So wide, in fact, that we actually just let him pass. We kind of, I don't try and block him, nothing. He's gone, and that was unfortunate. But it's okay because we're not done yet. We're gonna get right on his tail, try and close in on the main straight. He doesn't actually go defensive, which is surprising. He probably should have here to broke slipstream. I was close enough for it. Didn't really gain much. I didn't pull with it very much. So maybe I wasn't, but either way, gets a bad exit out of that corner. And so we're just pulling with this BMW. The amount of power this thing has is stupid. So, and just like that, 7/10 just evaporated. His gap evaporated. And he touches the dirt a little bit, and we're not going to go for an overtake. We're just going to be patient. We're going to let him go through, and he actually makes a mistake. Perfect. Our pressure paid off, and sometimes you don't need to, you can show overtake, like I could have kind of shown the inside and then backed out, but it didn't matter. We stuck it. We were just going mistake for mistake at this point. As now the gap is 1 second on lap 8 now. Into the bus stop, just nice and tight. Very, 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 very wide there. And again, he catches about 4/10, 5/10. So now we go defensive this time. He doesn't follow us, which again, interesting decision, but that's okay. He is also in an interesting car. He's very fast in that car. I don't blame him. I mean, do what you're fastest in. I am taking I do love the BMW, to be fair. Like, I'm not like just taking it because it's the fastest car. I also love this car. But now he's just like sniffing my butt at this point. This is not good. He wants a taste of my massive rear wing, which is not what I want, as he's now 2/10 behind. We get a better run-ish, but he still has slipstream. We almost clipped the wall there, actually, and he does follow us this time into the slipstream, but he doesn't follow us long. And we're into the first corner. Doesn't try and make an overtake, doesn't try and pull next to us into corner 1. So here we go. 2 laps to go, 2/10 between us. and it is about as tight as it gets going into the chicane. This is the best overtaking spot on the track because it's a long straight between the two, but the BMW just has so much more power. He's just really struggling to catch up on the straights, so we are lucky about that. We don't take it too fast with that chicane. He does catch up quite a good bit. He's actually going to pull up right beside us as we just barely make the corner. And he is now really on us. And he pulls up right next to us. I give him room. I don't want to squeeze him too much. I'm not trying to crash. And we touch a little bit. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. And now right into this bus stop. Boom! Hard on the brakes. Oh, he takes it just a bit wide. And we just swing it back on the inside. We're going back and forth. I'm going to hold this outside line. BMW power. Go, 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 go. Late on the brakes. We're actually both on the brakes about the same time. We touch wheel to wheel and I stick it through the corner. And we're back into the lead once again. What a race as we're going back and forth. As I take it just a little bit slow there. He's right back on my wing. Wow, that's scary. That is scary looking back at that. And here we go. Into the final corner of lap 9. One more lap to go. He gets a good run. He's going to get a really good run out of that corner. We're going to go instantly defensive. He doesn't follow us. He pulls up next to us, and we have the inside line as we go wheel to wheel into the first corner of the last lap. And actually, he has way better of a run than I do, but I still keep the inside. Can I hold it? He gets a better exit, and he sticks it. He's back into the lead. What a corner from him. He takes all the way around me and still sticks it. What a overtake from him, as now, once again, the BMW power shown, as we're just going to kind of push him down the straight a little bit, and we're going to go. We should have probably pulled up next to him a little bit better, but he didn't try and cut us off, thankfully, as he didn't make a mistake, and he takes the corner perfectly, as well. There it is. He takes that chicane absolutely beautifully as we go wheel to wheel, and he just gets the gap and takes it, runs with it. What a fun race, what a beautiful battle, such fun. I mean, it was really back and forth all the way until the end there, so he will stick it. He actually makes that same mistake again, but I wasn't quite close enough to capitalize on it. And again, he has just the speed on that corner. We're going to catch up a little bit, but still 7/10 behind. It's not going to be enough. What a race. Such fun it was. I take it wide, just hoping for a prayer. I don't know, maybe late braking. It just, there was nothing left. My tires were gone, his tires were gone, but none of us were going to spin. We were just dialed at this moment. Or he was dialed, and I was still running rather slow. My fastest was a 1:46.4 on the softs. Like, that's just awful. But it is what it is. Fun battle, really fun race. Probably my favorite race I've done in this game so far. Absolutely incredible. Props to Ricky. What a race. Whew. Oh, that was an exhilarating one. We had it in the bag. We lost it. You know, it is what it is. Qualified second, came in second. Not too mad about that. Really fun race. Alright, here we go for, well, here's the second race we had. Not like the, it's just, you'll see. It doesn't take long. I do finish the race. I finished strong, but I didn't. It should have been a much better race. Let's just say that. So here we go, getting ready, round in the final corner into lap 1. I wish they did a whole formation lap. That'd be so sick. But here we go. 3. Wait. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. There's the green flag, and away we go for race number 2 of the day. Into the first corner, hard on the brakes. And actually, we don't take it great. It's not the greatest. We also notice, oops, I have traction control, and I don't actually know if I had it on last race. I doubt I did. I was running too fast. And it looks like the car up ahead just looks like they have contact, takes a little spin, and now he's super slow into the back straight, which is not a good place to be going super slow into, especially with the chicane. And we're just nudging ahead. And honestly, I shouldn't have left room. I left room for him, and then just pushed him way out, and I pushed way out. And, well, it was just a terrible chicane. So now I go outside track limits, somehow penaltyless, but we're in 6th. I think that's the penalty right there. It's going from 2nd to 6th. It was almost the greatest move of all time. I mean, not really. He was going slow. I should have overtaken him easily. And now we're going side by side with Beppe. And this guy is not the greatest racer. Oh, we take it a little wide, and it's almost like deja vu from last race. I feel like I'm tight enough there, but we just take a nice little tumble, and boom, into the wall. Now, let's look at this again, shall we? This time from Beppe's point of view. I take it actually, I don't take it that wide, just a little bit. Leave the door open for the switchback. We have a little bit of contact, wheel to wheel, and just bang! He just turns right into me. Purposely. It's definitely a his fault type of thing. But now back into the corner. We're up or down into 11th. Unfortunate circumstance, but look at that beautiful shot there. All the cars going in, getting ready for the final corner and pitch straight. But we're down into 11th. Someone takes the dirt there. Dirt flying everywhere. Oh boy, this is not how we wanted this race to go, and I blame it on the guy that purposely spun me out into a wall. Not myself for getting down into the population of death row, is what I'm going to call like 7th through last, is I'm just going to call it death row. You know, you're more likely to die than anything. But here we are, into 11th, closing the distance on the cars in front. We are faster. I know we're faster. We're faster than almost everyone in this lobby. I'm confident in it. We just, you know, gotta prove that without making any mistakes. Into the chicane we go. No mistakes this time. Absolutely flying. Contact up ahead from the Genesis and the Corvette. Here we go, right on the tail of that Genesis. Someone up ahead's got a penalty. I think that's the Viper. Hard on the brakes. Into the corner. We take it just tight. Gotta be a little careful. You take a corner tight, you're gonna put too much pressure on that outside wheel, so not a lot of exit speed. That's okay. Barely not contact, just right on the rear wang of that thing. Oh my goodness. Reel in that Genesis. Go, 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 go. And here we go. Right into the corner, right on the inside. And we're gonna make it stick. Contact. But we're good. We made it clean. No penalties. Up into 10th. Now behind the Dodge Viper, which is Caesar from the last race, the guy that didn't hold up Ricky as much as I wish he did. So I do want revenge. And that is me not losing to him again. How I'm behind him, I don't know. I don't. But down into 3rd, into the final corner, onto the straight. That Viper's got a lot of power. Not really predicting us catching up on the straights too much, but we do have slipstream. He also has slipstream, so it'll be a little bit difficult to catch him. Hard under the brakes. Almost a perfect first corner, actually. Nice and early. Got a lot of exit speed. He actually takes a weird line off the corner, but we've got slipstream. He doesn't. This is all mine. Into the chicane. Back onto the straight. Here we go. We're reeling him in. Slowly. 3/10. 2.5 tenths. 2 tenths. He's taking the inside line. We're just gonna stick it outside, but we decide not to go for it. He stays inside, and he actually has a beautiful line through the chicane. Lots of exit speed. I do not, but that's okay. We're just gonna be patient. We're sitting in 10th. Anyone, again, 5th to 10th or last, is prone to making mistakes. So I'm not too worried about it. We're just gonna be patient, and it actually will pay off here in a minute. But we're, again, catching that Viper, closing that gap, getting in the slipstream. Contact up ahead, looks like from the RCF there, and I can't tell what that is, but there is contact, so people are slowing up in front. That will slow the Viper, but he does have slipstream again, so we're not really going to catch on the straights. That is okay, but just collisions galore. Everyone just explosion. Oh my god, and the Genesis there, it looks like he crashed everyone out. His car has bad damage, and a 4-second penalty. But we're from, what was that, 10th to 7th? Or 9th to 7th? I don't even know. But we'll take it. Free positions, crash avoidance, and the guy ahead has a penalty. The Viper looking on the inside of the Genesis now. He will not get it. The Genesis closes the door, but we're onto the straight. Beppe takes the defensive move. I'm just going to follow the Viper. I still have slipstream. The Genesis goes back to his line. Hard under the brakes, into the first corner, and I just yeet the Dodge Viper. Um, and a well-deserved penalty. It happens. Oh well. Now I'm just following the Genesis. That was my mistake. He actually will get overtaken by 7th. And the RCF is into the wall, and we pick up another position, up into 5th, or back into 6th. How we went from, what? I don't know. Okay, hard under the brakes. And this is just terrible through there. Onto the gas, too early. Just, the tires are gone, they feel gone, they're hot, and what's another half-second penalty? Well, it was the difference. It was not good. But 2.5 seconds of penalties versus 2 seconds, I mean, it's not the world's biggest of deals. But hard onto the brakes, into the bus stop. And now we are following the Genesis. He has a 4-second, I have a 2.5 second penalty, and he actually takes it. I feel like his went by so much quicker than mine did. But we end at about the same time, I guess, somehow. And he collides with the Dodge Viper, and off he goes. He's absolutely got what he deserved. And now we're into 7th. We only lost 2 positions from that, so, you know, not the worst of it. Could have been worse. But back to trailing on the Viper here. Oh, he gets a bad line through there. Not a lot of speed. We're going to gain. Oh, he's going in for a pit. That makes sense. But we fly by the RCF, and here we are. Now it's our turn to pit. On to lap 5. Into the final corner. Back into the pits. Alright, getting off these pesky mediums. And we're following someone into the pits who actually was very slow into them. Go, BMW team. Off the mediums, onto the softs. Doing as good a job as they've ever done. Speedy boys. And now we will come out onto the pits into come on. We're gonna come out right behind, what's his name, Poppy? Or right behind, oh no, Dope. We're coming right behind out American. He is got a 3-second penalty, so not too worried about passing him. This is the same guy we had an incident with on lap 1, so we know we're faster. Just no mistakes through the chicane this time. So pull as we get up right up near him. We lift early on the brakes. No mistakes through the chicane this time, and boom, with the speed through the chicane, as now we are right on that BMW's tail. He does have a 3-second penalty, but I would like to get past him as soon as possible. And into the chute we go, and it looks like he's just going to take it just a bit wide, and into the dirt he goes, and we're going to stick on our line, and boom, through the dirt we pass him, and we are up another position. Now with the RCF in front, we are up into 5th, or not 5th yet, we are into 7th. One man in front, everyone else gone. So, we're looking to get that Lexus up ahead. We have seen him make mistakes before. How he actually caught up to us is beyond me. I swear I saw him into a wall at one point when I passed him, but I guess he must have passed me through the penalties and shenanigans. He takes a wide line through that corner, and we catch up massively, as now we're 4/10 behind him. And I don't know what we were doing there. I hit the brakes, shifted down. It was a massive, colossal failure. We should have caught up a lot more, but it's okay, as he gets actually a lot of speed out of there. Not a lot of speed into it, but we're right on his tail. BMW's pulling. We're up into 4th. We are actually going to drop back down into 5th as someone exits the pits at the right time. And ooh, he brakes a little early. We go crash avoidance. We take a little wide. And here we go. We're right on the tail, going into the back straight here. As now the BMW goes pull with that slipstream. Can we close in on him? And again, flashbacks to the bad chicane incident. We're slightly on the dirt. He goes defensive. Hard onto the brakes here at the 300 board. We take a beautiful line through the chicane onto the dirt. No penalties. And he has so much speed. Can we hold the position? And yes, we do. And there it is. 4th position. So we stick it and hold it and make no mistakes on the exits. Into the chute and back into the bus stop. And Wow, what a finish we had there. Finishing strong after a terrible, terrible, terrible start to that race. But here we are, lap number 7 now. And the RCF is nowhere to be seen behind us. 1.8 seconds is the gap. I told you we were faster than them all. And I know I was faster than Dinder Muffin, but I just did not have the pace at the end of this race here. But that was where we're going to settle for now. 4th place. After 6 laps of hard racing, we at one point was in 11th, one point was in 2nd, and actually 1 point was in, no, we started 3rd this race. So yeah, 1 point was in 2nd, then somehow made it all the way down to 11th, and somehow made it all the way back up to 4th. What a race. And now here we are on the final lap of the race. We are still 3 seconds behind. Beppe is now behind in 5th. And still 14 people in the race. Not very many rage quits, surprisingly, with Beppe's shenanigans. He didn't make anyone really rage quit. But we will settle for 4th as we come around for the final lap. 1 minute remaining. And somehow didn't manage a penalty there. I don't know where the line is. Oh, we did manage. Okay, we did get. I was about to say, did we not get a penalty? I don't remember getting, but we did get a penalty. There's 7 seconds of the car behind. We're fine. We're not going to get overtaken. Into the bus stop. Don't spin it out on these worn softs. Just a little wide. Oh well. And hard onto the gas. We take our penalty. Shift down once. Shift right back up. And that gap will shrink just a tiny bit. We'll shrink in a couple seconds here. And it's down to about 7 seconds, but no worries. Not too worried. We have a little moment on the exit of that corner. Hard on the brakes. And we're getting ready for the final 2 corners here, as that is Chevy crossing the line in 1st with no one even near him. What a strategy he had. Rick Slick will finish in 2nd, not too much in front of Dunder Muffin, and they will finish right one after the other. I come in 4th, a couple seconds behind them. What a race it was. Wow. Beppe, surprisingly, no penalties at the end of that race. But, thank you for watching.